How everybody doing, ladies and gentlemen? Right now, I want to talk about a topic. Let me make sure I got it all correct. Don't control what you can't. Don't control what you can't. I remember I received a scholarship to go to Southeastern University in Durant, Oklahoma. And I remember going there, and I remember facing all kinds of adversity. I can remember going there, and one of my teammates got kicked off the team. Me and him was really close. He got kicked off the team for some off-the-court issues, and that kind of affected me a little bit because, coming from California to Southeastern Oklahoma, I had to get a new surrounding, a new atmosphere, some new friends or whatever. And I can remember how the coach was, and I can remember all the stuff that he was saying and doing, but it wasn't matching. You know what I mean? He was saying this, but doing that, and it wasn't matching. I can recall a time where we played our rival, East Central, and I remember I got a piece of my cornea scratched out. And I tried to continue to play the game, but I was seeing doubles, man. I was seeing about 3 of them out there. It felt like that one person was 5 persons. And I couldn't get it together. And I remember going to the bench, and I can remember the coach, cussing me out, calling me weak. But I took that. I couldn't respond. I was in more pain than anything. As the season went on, we had our differences. We went back and forth. And I remember him telling me after practice one time, he was like, man, the team listens to you more than they listen to me. And I looked at him and I told him, I said, that's not my problem. So from that point on, I knew that it was some friction between me and him, season progress, we had a couple of sayings. I remember me, in the game, playing defense, and I'm playing some good defense, and the guy still hit the shot. But I did the best that he just hit the shot. Hey, it was better offense. And I remember, him, the coach going off on me again. So, season ended and whatnot. And he wanted me to lead the team in off season. And he wanted me to lead the team and the team workouts, because he knew that I was a workaholic. He knew that before and after practice, I was always working out. During the season, the uniform situation, before I get to that point, we had the home jerseys and the away jerseys, and the home jerseys was real old. He got some new away jerseys, and that was just fine. But the home jerseys, they was old, so the shorts didn't fit me well, and they kind of took away from my self-esteem, because mine was short, and they was tight, and at the time, that type of stuff will kind of take a toll on you. People watching you. And you don't feel good because you don't feel comfortable. But me, I can't let none of that stuff stop me, man. I couldn't. Those are things I just could not control. I could not control him lying to me in my face. I could not control the fact that he was losing control of his team, and his team valued and listened to me, a true leader, not because I had spoken, because I lived it. And all the stuff they see me go throughout the season and still perform at a high level. I performed so much on a high level that he was so envious of me. This is stuff that I can't control now. He was so envious of me. Do you know I was Lone Star Conference Player of the Month 3 months in a row and didn't even know it? But check this out. Even on the walls, they would post the girls and the men, but they only posted the girl. Somebody that I didn't even know was walking down the hallway. I was going to the library to do some studying, and they told me, they said, hey, you Lone Star Conference Player of the Month? And I was like, what? So I had to go to the library and look it up, and lo and behold, it's a picture of, 3 months in a row, Lone Star Player of the Month, Lone Star Conference Player of the Month. So, those things right there, that's kind of, that'll mess with your mental for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But that's stuff you can't control. You don't want to go there and confront them, because, you got a scholarship. Those people can take that scholarship away. But go back to the point to where off-season came, and you wanted me to lead them and get them to be workaholics like me, and the new people come in, and you want me to show them around and tell them how it goes. You pick me. And then when it was all over, I mean the day of, the last day of spring training, you called me into the office. And I walk in the office. Me and the coach walked in together. And when we walked in, we saw this. One coach was looking at a bookcase like he was looking for a book. That spelled trouble. Another coach could not look me in my eye. That spelled trouble. And the head coach was sitting there. And when he began to speak, I automatically knew what he was trying to do. He was trying to tear my character up. He was trying to destroy my character, period. He wanted me to get an attitude with him. He wanted me to give him something so he could feed off of. I was already in NAIA school. I was in Division II. He wanted to send me to NAIA school, which means Division I, Division II, NAIA. And I was like, that does not make no sense. Why would I go here and I'm already here? I'm trying to go this way. But in all, I knew there was something I could not control, so I showed emotion. I didn't show emotion to him. I showed him a side that he did not know that I had. But me being humble in that situation, me understanding what that situation was, me reading the clues before I even came in to know that something's about to happen to me that's going to change me for the rest of my life. And me knowing that, I had to understand that, you know what, I already know that it's going to be all right because you knew this was coming just because of the things that happened to you. See, I knew I could not control any of those events that happened to me prior to the meeting that we had to tell him that he had to tell me that there was no more scholarship for me whatsoever, none. I was getting ready to be a senior. I already had my major, a health and recreation major. But with his decision, all that got shot out the window. But lo and behold, the things that I could not control. See, when I put it into my father's hands, and I just wiped my hands with all the stuff that was done to me, the short shorts, the not being told that you was the player of the month several times, the team respecting you because you went out there and worked hard no matter what you faced, no matter what you went through, you still performed at a high level. And then watch what the Father did for me. I had a teammate. He got hurt. He was my roommate. And he had reached out to a school that was in the conference. And that school told him that, yes, you can come to the school. So I told that roommate at that time, I said, hey, man, tell the coach I'm in the same position. Oh, that coach replied to me within a quickness. He said, yes, you can come to school because you terrorized my big men. They were scared of you. You know, from all that being humble and patience and not showing this man how I really felt and giving that rah-rah, you got me messed up. By me just being humble and just waiting for the right time and being patient and being calm and just knowing that everything was going to be all right when it wasn't a right situation, to know that everything's going to be cool when you cannot control it, when you cannot do anything, you just have to accept what has come to you because you know that if that's happening to you, that means it's a ram on the other side. That means it's something on the other side because it's a sacrifice that's about to be made. So you can't trust into yourself. Not at that time. You can't trust into yourself at that time. Not only that, when I transferred to the school that was within the same conference, see, he didn't want me to face him. He didn't want to see me again. He tried to downplay me and make me go to a lower level. But my father said, you know what, not only will I give you another school, not only will I let you stay in the conference, you got to see this man twice because you got to play him 2 times. Now, before I even get to the results of what happened to that game, I want to tell you something. When I transferred to that other school, they took 21 of my credits. I'm still facing stuff that I can't control. But by being humble and saying, look, man, I ain't going to let nothing stop me from this college road that I'm on to get my education or to further play a sport that I love. Do you know my father turned around and told that man to say, give this man another extra year of school because they took a whole year of school from him. Excuse me. They took a whole 21 credits from me. Do you know that school gave me a scholarship for another extra year of school? That coach paid for another extra year of school. I had to change my major, but he paid for another extra year of school. All that because I did not control what I couldn't control. I did not control it. I did not take control of it. I didn't. I just was humble and kept working. See? We got to understand something. Things ain't going your way. When it's not going as planned, keep working. And tell yourself that you will not quit and you will not give up no matter what. And I guarantee your Father will give you everything that you need because he never will leave you or never forsake you. Man, be looking out for that book. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't judge a book by its cover. There will be one of the chapters in the book that I just got to talk about today. And if you want to know what happened when I played them twice, it was a double-double. The first game we played them, I was 15 from 16. I only missed one shot. And every time I made it, I ran down the court and mugged him and looked him in his eye. I didn't say nothing. And all I heard from my ex-teammates was what he did when they was in the locker room. And they told me the way we was looking at him was like, you did this to us. You did this to us. They looked at the coach and said, you did this to him because you wrongfully put him off the team and we could have used him. That's why he came out there and torched us. KSBM, man. Come see about me, man. Look at the link below. Go ahead and join this beautiful business university, man, because you'll get something out of it. See y'all later.